She said she could see the hurt in my eyes, but told herself this was an adventure. She said she'll never forgive herself for this, her chance to have an amazing experience, so the gravity of it all never really hit her until she noticed a change in me. At first, she assumed that because I went on dates, I would gradually accept her situation and be okay with it. But that all changed when my lover became a constant appearance in my adventure. Apparently, I started to smile again for no reason. How my eyes would light up when I would get a text message, or when I cheerfully left the room to answer a call. She said she suddenly felt a pit in her stomach and started to get many panic attacks for no reason. She went to her friends for advice again, but they said it was a normal reaction for me to have during the adventure. But when the same divorced one who suggested this in the first place said it looks like his lover makes him happy, it is when the reality of it all finally dawned on her. And the very real possibility that another woman, and not his wife, gave him joy almost made her pass out. She realized how ridiculous this all was and begged them to help her win me back. But they just told her if she couldn't deal with it, why did she open her marriage in the first place? She knew then and there that these people were toxic and a threat to our marriage and the life we've built. Hence, she's been on a mission to win me back by any means necessary. I, on the other hand, didn't share much, but I did let the counselor know about the situation on my side with my lover still in the picture. To which the counselor said no resolution could ever be reached with my lover still in the picture and suggested we book another appointment after tomorrow. The counselor said it was unusual for someone to stay with her first this long and gave the impression that any storm can be weathered. I highly suspect she wants us to be one of her success stories. Update 2. I have since moved into an apartment owned by my brother for a ridiculously cheap price. He owns properties and would have let me stay for free, but I refused that. Just a little of what I have uncovered about my wife's behaviors and some unsettling things about her manager during our second session of counseling. I asked some of the questions that some Redditors asked. 1. If she was sure nothing physical happened before the open marriage, she looked towards the ground and begged me not to make her say it. She said if she said it, then it would destroy us. But after some pushing, she shared that it wasn't physical, but they touched themselves in front of each other. This douchebag convinced her that since it wasn't physical sort of, it wasn't technically cheating, and that they were simply enjoying each other's full beauty. I was absolutely floored by this, and she started shaking and hyperventilating. Snot even began flowing from her nostrils as she cried and apologized to me. At this point, even the counselor was taken aback and had a look of disbelief. My wife got on her knees and hugged my legs, saying how sorry she was. 2. I then asked her what really changed her view of him. She said after she started pulling back from the group as a whole, his behavior towards her changed. Then one evening, as she was leaving a meeting, she passed his office and heard him speaking about her to another male colleague. He said he was surprised at how easy it was to get her and how she is living proof that you can't trust the quiet ones. When the colleague asked if he actually fancied her, his response was that she was a pleasant distraction and that he had absolutely no intention of breaking up with his fiancée.